Yo, what up everyone? Today I got another weapon guide for you guys. This time we are taking a look at the new medium slot secondary that got implemented with the current event Tide of the Shadows, the Uppermat. It is the long ammo version of the Uppermat and comes with the same features. It has a revolver mode, which packs 9 bullets and a short shotgun barrel underneath. Since the Uppermat is a medium slot weapon and gets held with 2 hands to be fired, you're not able to use fanning on it. But let's jump into the shooting range and take a closer look at the weapon itself and its special ammo types. The revolver deals 120 damage, comes with velocity of 450 meters per second and a headshot range of 112 meters. All this comes at the cost of $440 hunt, which makes it kinda pricey, but it comes with a lot of versatility for its high price tag. On a side note though, I cannot recommend using the default shotgun like you see here, since it is fairly unreliable even at short ranges. Like you see on this wall here, even at this range the pellets go kinda all over the place, even to the top right, where I wasn't even aiming at. Since the Uppermat is a medium slot pistol, it has a fairly low amount of sway. You're holding it with 2 hands, makes a lot of sense. This helps a lot to line up headshots, especially in combination with the 450 meter per second bullet velocity. It becomes fairly dangerous at long ranges. On a side note though, the 2-tap range, even though it is long ammo, is only 66 meters, like you will see here. Which isn't bad, in my opinion, but the UpperCUT with 71 meters is better at 2-tapping at range. Something the Uppermat is much better at than the UpperCUT though, is fire rate. So for example, if you combine that with the Sparks or Springfield with dum-dum ammo, or you need a wallbang, like you can see here, you can just make it rain long ammo bullets to get that last itsy bitsy amount of damage in, or maybe for long range engagements, just try to get that headshot while somebody is crossing the road. FMJ as an ammo type reduces a lot of velocity. We barely gain any headshot range. We go from 112 up to 122, which in my opinion is not really worth it. And like you will see here, even the 2-tap range doesn't increase by that much, considering you also lose tons of velocity, which makes it harder to even maximize the damage at that range. Not really worth it. But here we have the Slugs, which in my opinion are the go-to shotgun ammo, like you see here at 10 meters. You can easily 1-tap. Kinda like on the normal Uppermat, not a big surprise here, but very potent and gives you a lot of versatility, especially in combination with rifle loadouts, like I said earlier. Maybe you wanna play Springfield, even on a Mosin. Really strong. The Uppermat gives you the chance to finish your enemies and afterwards instantly go back into the normal revolver mode. Next two ammo types we're gonna check out are poison ammo on the revolver and Dragonbreath ammo on the shotgun. The poison ammo is just like long ammo, you just trade the wallbang capacity for poison damage. In my opinion, fairly good to finish your weekly challenges if you have to kill armors or any kind of AI with poison ammo but still want to bring a good weapon. Now, the Dragonbreath, in my opinion, can't really recommend it. If you have to put people on fire, we have better options. Again, it's more like a meme, quest kinda ammo, but it suffers from the same issues as the normal buckshot, a very high pellet spread. So, unless you shoot them at like 8-7 meters, don't rely on your Dragonbreath being able to put your enemies on fire. Like you just saw here, we are fairly close. It just scorched the dummy, but didn't really put it on fire. In conclusion, I would highly recommend bringing normal long ammo on the Uppermat, since it is fairly strong and FMJ doesn't give a lot of benefits in comparison to the downsides, and brings a very potent Slugs on the revolver, since it gives you the most versatile medium slot weapon you can probably ask for, long ammo and a shotgun that kills up to 10 meters. Honestly, I don't even have to explain it, it's just Here's a little comparison in fire rate between the Uppermat and the UpperCUT. The Uppermat not only has 9 bullets instead of 6, but also has less recoil and a higher fire rate, which is kinda obvious due to it being a medium slot. It has to be better than the UpperCUT. But as you can see here, a little bit more sway to it after the initial kick, since I only hold it with one hand, would probably be the realistic explanation, but it also has slower fire rate, so the Uppermat is definitely more reliable to 2-tap your enemies within its 2-tap range. Now we're gonna jump to some gameplay, but just to state that real quick, the Uppermat is good with any kind of loadout. You can bring it with a shotgun for the high velocity headshots and the long ammo, or you bring it as a rifle to have a long ammo secondary while also packing a shotgun, which is really good in combination with slugs. Also, the Uppermat by itself as a double loadout is fairly good, and you can combine it easily in any medium slot loadout, for example with the bow, or maybe a Springfield compact, or you know, good old dual wielding. For the gameplay highlights, to explain how the Uppermat is being used, I played Uppermat only, just to get the best understanding in the fastest way possible how good the Uppermat really is. Also, playing 2 Uppermats is a pricey loadout, but it is hella fun and, in my opinion, a very good loadout by itself. First of all, I'm gonna show you guys how versatile this revolver actually is. In the first clip, we are sieging Cyprus, and I'm pushing the compound with 2 Uppermats and utilize the wallbang capacity, the long range and the shotgun all in a singular fight. After I get the nice wallbang headshot here, I immediately start pushing, since I do have 2 shotguns in this loadout and I'm not afraid to take close quarter fights. I immediately start pushing to deny the revive on the penitent. Start pushing the treehouse. He gets neckwood right behind me. I take him down with slugs again, very important, especially with the new resilience changes. Drop down, take down the gator, swap back to my revolver mode, see that somebody picked the corner, start shooting the red barrel to zone him a little bit, take the flank to the left here, have my revolvers on long ammo mode, and take the long range engagement and land another headshot. I think this little highlight here summarizes perfectly how versatile the Uppermat is. Firstly, got a nice wallbang headshot due to it being long ammo, so it goes through wood like butter. Then I swap into the shotgun mode, start pushing. I have slugs in my revolver, I do not have to be scared of other shotgun players. Get another 2 kills with that, swap back to my revolver, start pushing, and can immediately take a long range engagement with the Uppermat. This is probably one of the most versatile weapons in Hunt Showdown that the whole arsenal has currently to offer. The only gun that can kinda compete with that is the drilling, which I also have a guide on. Here we have another clip to showcase how versatile the Uppermat is. I start peeking the corner here, look for an enemy, spot the scare warder jumping. Due to the high velocity I can take an easy headshot, continue pushing, swap to my shotgun mode and kill the second teammate. This gun is so versatile, you can't really argue against it. As long as you can have Quartermaster in your loadout, I would highly recommend bringing this weapon until it might get nerfed in the near future.
Deal.
In the next clip, it's kind of the same thing, but I want to showcase how good the Uppermat is at applying pressure and how useful it is to have a shotgun when you really need it. Like you see here, we just killed an enemy on top. Now I use my flashbang to flash the layer, swap to my shotgun mode, take an easy kill here. But I wasn't afraid of pushing the layer due to me having a shotgun. I swapped back into my pistol mode and was instantly ready again for a medium range headshot. As long as you don't mess up your gun mode swapping, this weapon is insanely strong. In the next clip I want to show you guys how good of a secondary the Uppermat is, especially for shotguns. I am playing double Uppermat like I said already, but I think this clip showcases greatly how potent this gun is even at longer ranges, especially due to its fairly high velocity for a secondary. I had crows here behind me while grabbing the second clue, so I'm checking out my back. I spot a redneck crouching, immediately take his head off, continue my push here since I do not see any other enemies. I orientate myself at that water tower here as hard cover. Continue pushing the dead body in case it is a solo player. I get shot here by another player. Again, utilize the high velocity on the upper mat to get a nice medium range headshot here. Now I spot the last player, swap into my slugs, and am ready to take the close quarter fight. Sadly, I trade here at the end. He had a Spectre Compact. Very unlucky on my end. But like you saw here, even for long range headshots, the upper mat is really good. It doesn't have a lot of sway to it. It has good velocity, and due to it being long ammo, it has a 100 meter plus headshot range. In this clip, I just want to showcase real quick how potent the long ammo on the upper mat is, due to it having high velocity and it being long ammo. Like you can see here, it easily goes through wooden walls, or like here, a whole wagon.
Nice.
Then I spot the prescient behind that building, see it disappearing behind it, just go for the wallbang as well, and hit it through at least 2 wooden structures here as well.
Did you kill Pression?
Obviously, those were nice headshots, but it just shows you the potential the upper mat has, in case you really need to penetrate something. I want to highlight here that due to the upper mat having a fairly low amount of sway, it highly rewards having good aim. Here I'm playing duo v trios with a friend of mine, Bridge, go check out on Twitch as well. Like you see here, I'm playing poison ammo. Sadly I didn't get the 2-tap, but I can easily hold an angle, get the headshot. Due to it not really having sway and the high velocity, it's basically a point and click adventure. I'm holding the corner there as well, wait for the repeak, press mouse 1, get another headshot. This guy hasn't healed up yet from the poison ammo, so he's another body tap.
Alright, cool.
But I just want to highlight here the low sway in combination with the high velocity of 450 makes it fairly easy to reward good aim in this game. Since within like 40-50 meters with that velocity, you barely have to lead your shots. In the next 2 clips, I'm gonna show you guys how I utilize the upper mat in combination with a shotgun. In my opinion, the upper mat's strong suit is a low sway in combination with a high fire rate for a long ammo secondary. Like you will see here, I pick up the first kill with ease by just re-picking the same angle twice while he's cooking a grenade. Take out the gator. Now that I got the initial kill, I'm picking up the aggression here, start looking for the next enemy. Clue is the red, they're close. Take out the beetle, kinda funny. But now you will see again a good example how good the fire rate and how accurate or how almost the way on the upper mat on the second kill here. Push the last guy, finish him with a shotgun. But like you saw, in my opinion the upper mat is even better at supporting the shotgun than the uppercut if you can afford quartermaster, which is fairly easy due to the recent respec changes. In the second shotgun clip, I have just finished killing Scrapbeak. After I picked up the bounty, I saw that the team was hiding inside the spider lair in Alice Farm, so I decided to take the high ground here, because for high ground you can easily isolate 1v1s. Spot a guy in the sliding door, due to the high velocity can easily land a headshot here. Once I got the kill, I see them closing the sliding gate, so I'm continue pushing, take another shotgun kill here at the window, continue pushing, and finish the fight. Honestly, like you saw there, it has the same purpose as the uppercut, but I think due to it having slightly higher velocity, it is a little bit easier to get those entry headshots when you really need them. In the last 2 clips I want to show you the direct opposite. I'm using 2 upper mats here, but I want to showcase how strong this shotgun is, especially in very close quarter combat. I'm playing solos here. I decided to push the butcher layer. While doing the butcher, the boss was red and I knew people were around my layer. I couldn't really tell where they were yet, but due to me having a shotgun, I'm pushing up, spot a guy crouch walking in the basement. Kinda silly, but I guess he didn't hear me due to the butcher footsteps. I wanted to push here, instantly jump to his teammate, which was unlucky, but also probably saved my life, since I was so close to him that he could only shoot me in the legs. I start healing up here, gonna use my big dynamite bundle to throw it down in the basement to hopefully finish that person. Sadly I do not get a hit marker, but due to me having shotguns, I don't want them to revive, so I immediately start pushing here through the metal slider to finish that team in the basement off. I drop down in the basement level and start pushing again. I have slugs, I feel really confident here. I peek the long corridor, see one guy, caught him off guard with decoys, I don't know why, but like you saw there, I could easily play the Lamont shotgun with slugs like a normal shotgun and put it to work. Here I'm just gonna start burning. I'm a solo, I'm not ashamed of burning. And I think you shouldn't be either, to be quite honest. There's a lot going on. I got shot from the outside as well. There are at least 2 other teams here. So I'm reloading my Lamats and continue fighting. Right now I'm just trying to get an idea where everybody is. I saw the special ammo box just to get a quick refill here. 2 Lamat bullets out of a purple ammo box. Actually not bad. Especially since the last update with the recent ammo changes. Now that I'm waiting for somebody to save the burn, I heard someone dropping in the water, so again, I'm pushing him with the shotgun mode. Up to the wheel, takes him 1v1. Luckily I didn't trade, but again, like you saw there, the Lamat at up to 10 meters works perfectly. Now that that's the kill, I reloaded my Lamont and continue pushing, since I think that was a different team. I got shot from across the water as well, but due to me having the confidence, due to me having slugs on the Lamont, I keep up the aggression here and get the re-kill and can continue fighting. Now that I'm down here in the water, it's kinda tricky, I'm kinda pinned here. I'm using my Chaos Bomb just to stop my enemy on the other side from pushing me. I'm a one-tap right now. Sadly, I don't feel like I can finish the heal, so I re-peek into her, and due to the high velocity, I can line up a nice headshot here and don't even have to lead it. I think overall, even though I'm gonna end up dying here in a minute or two, due to it being like a full-on server fight and me losing a little bit of orientation, it still highlights how strong the shotgun on the Lamont is, on the Uppermat to be exact. Overall the Lamont, since it is the same shotgun, but like you saw, you don't really have to be afraid to push with it, and you can use it fairly easily with the rifle and even 1v1 other shotgun players. Here another example, just imagine that I have a rifle, but I'm getting pushed here by a shotgun player, like you hear here. I start contesting it with my pistol, sadly do miss my headshot here, so I fall back, hold the angle from inside the door, try to zone a little bit of the shotgun range, but he doesn't push, so I swap over to my slug mode and catch him off guard here by a crack peek. Honestly, this is why the Uppermat is such a versatile weapon. Even though I contested him initially with a rifle or just a pistol in this case, I was able to swap to my slugs and contest the shotgun as well. I skipped time here, it was scrap peek, I was looking for a lantern, took a while, but I'm burning the carcass here to get his teammates to come save him. They burned my teammate as well, and they were highly contesting the body. Sadly I wasn't in choke bomb range, and I didn't feel like pushing outside, since it would probably lose us the match. At the moment I'm just waiting for them to come save their teammate with a choke bomb hopefully, so I can again utilize the slugs on the Uppermat. I only have a limited amount of angles, so this was the best play possible. I hear them pushing, they start choking the carcass. I crouch open the door to be a little bit more quiet, instantly start pushing into close range, take out the Revenant here. Sad to get hit by the choke bomb as well, start contesting the body, and finish the second carcass player on that team as well. Was a headshot, but again, simply having the Uppermat as a secondary gave me the confidence to play this aggressive. With the rifle, this play would have been much more risky and probably wouldn't have ended the same way it just did. As a conclusion, I'd say the Uppermat probably is one of the most versatile secondaries this game has to offer as of right now. Its downsides are it being a medium slot weapon, which does mean it requires Quartermaster in most loadouts, but since we have the respec changes since the last patch, it is not that big of a deal. The benefits are it packs a big punch, has a long headshot range, good velocity, while also having a fairly good fire rate considering it is long ammo, and it packs a small shotgun at the same time, which is fairly goated when you combine it with slugs. I think overall the benefits outweigh the few downsides, and you should definitely try to include the Uppermat in your loadouts and give it a try. But that is it for the video. Thank you for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed the content, and I'll see you on the next one.